Whack. Okay. You got nothing. You feel unqualified to comment on this. Spin it? Okay. You spin the globe and watch the light beam. Yeah, we spun it. You spin me round. Right round. Like a record, baby. Right round, round, round. It's an alebrije, folk art monster from Osaka, Mexico, carved out of the wood of the copal tree. This little thing used to creep you out really bad until your babysitter suggested you learn more about it. You found out they're based on monsters an artist saw in his dreams. Ever since then, he seemed a lot more friendly. This is, Horus, you think. You're not up on your Egyptology. Okay. Counters. If being dead weren't bad enough, your power replaces eyes with some creepy glass orbs. Light reflected on their facets. Sure stare gives you the creeps. Are you crazy? Or is there some light reflecting off his antler too? Maybe it bears closer examination. There's something odd about the antlers. You can't quite put your finger on it. Or can you? Maybe in a literal sense. Something tells me we're gonna have to... Oh, what on earth? What just happened? Totally not me trying to find ways to cope from this ambiance. Dude, I can't make heads or tails of this thing. What thing? Over. I turn on a laser, but that's it. Nothing else is happening. Thought you were Puzzle Master. Was wrong, it seems. Over. Hold on. Over. Believe this calls for burns. McGruff Crime Dog experiences trouble? Unbelievable. Over. Wait. Disregard previous burn. Superior burn formulated. Ace Ventura Pet Detective. Please respond if ice required. Over. I don't fucking know. You know what? I'm gonna be nice to him. Sure. Okay, that's a pretty good burn. That was solid. You nailed me. Forgive if boundary was overstepped. Have been informed mildly contentious banter cornerstone of squad camaraderie. Over. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, how am I supposed to solve this thing? This is clearly a puzzle thing. I did not click the walkie-talkie button, by the way. I don't think I needed an intervention by the almighty Jude here. I think I was fine. There's clearly a puzzle thing that cries out to be solved. Use marbles. Over. I'm thinking as hard as I can. You know I like puzzles. I wouldn't be asking if it weren't an emergency. Actual marbles. Over. What are you talking about? Trivial, really. Over. What marbles? I don't have any marbles. You don't? None nearby? Over. No. Oops. Over. What? Oh. Now we're playing as Jude. Okay. You are now Jude Harley. And though tonight is apparently the night you've been preparing for, laying in so many preparations and countermeasures and countermeasures against, it would seem you made a rare technical blunder. The marbles that Joan used to disengage your strategic defense globe are here in your treehouse. Strategic defense globe? Wait, you hid the key to the attic? That's insane. Time to call in the long gun birds. Okay. When the heat is on from the government and you need to send an encrypted message while staying off the grid, you entrust it to one of your trained carrier pigeons, the lone gunbirds. I thought it said long. You survey the troops. There's Langley, Byers, and of course, Frohike. He's your favorite. Dear sweet Frohike, how you adore him. You cherish the wind he flaps. Okay. I guess we're now Jude. You're probably the only kid in school that owns one of these babies. What if those kids got stranded in the middle of an ocean? The joke's on them. They'll until they starve and die. Wow, okay. Chamber is empty because you observed proper flare gun safety protocols. Maybe you should load it because you've also observed some scary stuff this evening. Flare gun acquired. Should be more of a natural now that you're Jude. I don't know. Tactical error. Consolidated all marbles here in Treehouse to prevent attic key from falling into wrong hands. Over. Additionally, forgot about doing that. Over. No cause for concern putting top agent on it. Over. Wait, who? Did you get in touch with one of your friends? Or... Oh, God. You need one of your pigeons, don't you? Over and out. Well, okay. Red marble, green marble. Okay, sure. You've already committed this crucial intelligence to memory, but a truly great field commander keeps even better records. Sure, I suppose. How dare you look at me and say that I'm Jude? How dare you? Perfect place to store your flares. Well, some of them. It's also where you keep your beeper, but you don't really want to get into that right now. Alright, give me my beeper and my flares. You retrieve the cache of flares you were keeping in your metal chest. Combined with your flare gun, they're a tactical treasure. There we go. Breath held, hand steady, you carefully load the flares into the flare gun. There's no going back now, genie's out of the bottle. Sure. Already got the flares out of here, but what about the beeper? You keep smashing geodes in case they're secretly alien eggs. You're the kind of person to invent a language just like Jude. Am I? And if one is, well, you already have the hammer in your hand, won't you? Yes, that's true. Might be time to scan the airwaves again, see if you can pick up any chatter from the enemy. Maybe. What on earth? Oh, you are definitely related to Jade. Holy shit. President Clinton gives birth to Bigfoot. Batboy spotted at bar mitzvah. Your copious notes on some disreputable activities carried out by members of what you can only describe as some sort of cult. You've been surreptitiously gathering intelligence on them for a good while. You've detailed some of this stuff on your sites, but the really juicy stuff has to stay off the grid. A term you've just coined yourself, just now. Okay. This thing. Talk about an enigma. One day you'll figure out what it does and why certain shady characters want to get their hands on it so badly. You have some theories, of course. It's a giant mechanical snake. Okay. I guess we're looking for the marbles? Ah, perfect. We need a red one and a green one. Look at that nice empty pouch. Here you can put some stuff in that pouch. Okay. Put a red marble in the pouch. Put a green marble in the pouch. That's what we need. Confirm. One green and one red. Yes. Take the red pouch with the red and green marbles. I am smart. You were denied having made an alphabet of words in your textbooks. I'm going to pay you months of rent. Okay. Shut up. Ignore the... I choose to not acknowledge the fact that's literally something I've done in the past. Oh, shit. The bird got 8. Oh, no! Sorry for hold up. Unbelievable tragic disaster. Over. Did you lose something else? Must soldier on, making second attempt now. Over. Alright. Are you sure you're... Over. Sniff. Over and out, Frohike. Poor Frohike. Take another pouch from the drawer and load it with another red marble and another green marble. Alright. I've done it too. Why do you think I know you've done that? I ain't guessing, I just feel it. I guess that's fair. What? Okay. Let's try that again. Hands definitely not shaking as you pluck 2 more marbles from their safe, close the compartments of the drawer, and drop them in the depths of the pouch, waiting leathery maw. Are you alright? Betrayal, over. Abandonment, over. The lowest, vilest cowardice, over. Well. Can't even communicate true degree of outrage, over. Likely to jeopardize mission if emotion not suppressed, over. Incoming, over and out. Okay. What if I put these in the flare gun? Glass shrapnel that violates the Juva conventions for certain, and adherence to principles is all that separates you from them. Wow. Ominous. Alright. Last chance. Alright, cool. You're not Jude, you don't care about the Juva conventions. I do play a lot of Factorio. Success! Jeezum Crow buyers, oh my boy, so brave, so true, so great, over. Are you actually just point blank losing your mind now? It would maybe be kind of a relief after years of build-up, but you could have picked a better night for it. Mission accomplished! Buyers, champion of champions, waiting for you in the kitchen, over. Why? Question mark? Over? No, Buyers has marbles required to acquire key, over. Alright, I guess that sort of makes sense. New development, Buyers being menaced, please hurry, over. What? Okay, I'm on it. Hurry, please. Hurry, please, Joey. Hurry, please, Joey. He's all I have left. Over and out. Wow, okay. May or not have finished a file. Are you telling me that you have completed Factorio? Because if so, we have a conversation to have. Oh no. What is this winged Geodude motherfucker? Oh hell yeah, get the drop on him. Success? Question mark? What about this one? Fill him with daylight. Oh, that didn't do shit. Okay. Now get smacked. 7-yard A stare. What the fuck? Okay, so now what do I do? Hand. Oh, what's that? Oh, I have a thing. Got magic spice mix? Okay. What the fuck? Get your ass back over here. I think I know what to do. Alright, now you're facing me. Spice to meet you! Lol. Hell yeah. Alright, cool. Hello, pigeon. Looks like all that fracas with the monster got him pretty shook up. Might have to find something here in the kitchen you can tempt him with. What if I just hit befriend? As you do not have flight capability, the pigeon remains out of your reach. Maybe he needs enticing. What do pigeons like? Pigeons like seeds? Maybe not a dog food? Things really have gotten desperate. You guess you can't blame your babysitter for running off to the store for groceries. What was retrospectively the worst possible time. Sink is full of dirty dishes. Someone should clean these up. No way, no way. You did them last time. It's Jude's turn now. You know what? After you completely ditched you for the treehouse earlier, maybe it could be Jude's turn for quite some time. They like empty milk bottles, do they? What do pigeons like? Joey, thank you for tactically brilliant seasonings, murder. Byers has payload. Repeat. Byers has payload. Over. Thanks. You know how I might get him down? He seems pretty terrified. Negative. Byers simply has unfortunate mercenary streak. Should respond to enticement. Over. How do you bribe a pigeon? Sounds like setup for a riddle or perhaps joke. Over. Bye, Jude. Over and out. Okay, so I just have to figure out what a pigeon would like. Okay. Do you want food? Oddly enough, you aren't sure if this is safe for birds. After the violent strangled death of that monster, you're a little nervous about just feeding things to other things at random. Maybe there's something safe around here, like bread? Bread-like, at least? What's bread-like? Alright, I think I am ready for a hint if you actually have one. Oh, wait, nope, never mind, never mind. A single cracker. See? Point and click bullshit! Kind of erased most of my pre-2020 memory, might have been that IDK. All you can raid from this meager cabinet is the stalest, tiniest, worst cracker. Found it, bitch! Success. This little fellow, Byers, you think? Yes, you're pretty sure. This is Byers. Acquire. I got an achievement that said acquire feathery doofus. Gobbles down the stale cracker. You took him into your pocket. He's got a little parcel around his neck, which you're fine with letting him hold on to until you actually figure out what you're supposed to do with it. Okay, got the marbles. Do you want me to send the pigeon back? No! Over. Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to shout. Just worried. Please protect Byers. His chances of surviving return trip very remote. Over. Okay, yeah, good point. Seems pretty dicey out there. Affirmative. Over. I'll just use these marbles or whatever then. I'll let you know how it goes. Affirmative. Good luck, sis. Over and out. Most of my early 2022 memory card from your streams. Depression is a bitch, isn't it? Honestly, yeah, kinda. Alright, use pigeon on... There we go. You carefully remove the marble pouch from around his neck, and believe it or not, shove the marbles into the empty eye sockets. You discard the pouch. What an evening it's been. Speed! Whoop! You did it! The attic key has been found! Hell yeah. Seriously, who locks their attic? Lol. Hell yeah. We've located... Oh. Hello? Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! So many monstros. Oh shit. That one looks like it has an eye. Oh shit. Okay, we have things now. Oh. Was I supposed to do something? Oh, I can swap. Okay. Quick, be Jude. Flare gun. Joey took a brutal hit. She's down for the count. Gotta find somebody to distract those monsters so she can get back on her feet. Yeah, flare gun. I guess we're lighting the house on fire. There's no getting past this behemoth right now. Focus on the relatively smaller ones. Okay. That didn't do shit. No vacancy. Can I get past you? Okay. How about... Oh! That's one of them. Okay. That'll be a really great time for Jude to fire another one. Yeah, that's true. Alright, one more. Flare guns are inoffensive. I hear you can eat them like cookies. That's not true. Jude is gonna set the house on fire. Alright, alright, alright. Nothing, okay. Will this work again? Alright then. Look like a house on fire to survive the winter. I'm sure. I guess this will be the last one. Damn. Oh no! Oh no! Fuck! Well, we're screwed. God damn it, Jude. Dude, dancing around it. Abscond! Abscond! Signature style and flair. Flair, yes. Style, questionable. Lol. Abscond like there's no tomorrow. Getteth the fuck away from here. Seriously, what in the hell is going on here? Yeah. Joey, come in. Please report status, Joey. Hello, it's Jude. Joey, are you okay? Joey, please, over. Yes, I'm safe. I'm in the attic. Just barely made it. Phew, over. Locked in, actually. I dropped the key. Safer in attic than rest of house. Key can be retrieved later, over. I think you were right. The way they smashed the living room window and the front door. If I stayed in my room, I'd be a goner. Hi, Mooney. I can explain. See, the thing is, right? See, what happened was... right? See, you have to understand. Anyways. Separated us with Vanguard. Destabilized power. Probe defenses. Finally attempted entry through multiple points of ingress. Basic siege tactics. Over. You actually know this stuff? I didn't realize you actually knew this stuff. I kind of just thought you just liked pretending to be a spy or whatever. We'll take as compliment. Over. Anyway, thanks. So I'll just go hole up here for now, I guess. Are you safe in the treehouse? Or hang on, no. Are you safe in the treehouse? Should you try calling your friends or something? Didn't want to risk their involvement. Always a gamble engaging soldiers of fortune, but maybe time. Remain secure in location and ignore object under curtain. Over. I'm not going to... Well, obviously I'm not going to ignore it. Joey, please. Over. What? It's a big mysterious thing under a beguiling fluttery curtain. I have to at least peek at it. What is it anyway? Data insufficient to determine. Over. Well, I'll let you know when I find out. Joey, don't seriously. Anth. Spin. Over. You there? Joe. Oh, go. Ortle. It's at. Illy bad idea. Over. I expect it to be more terminal. Seems still have an ounce of happiness in her despite the brain rot. No, the brain rot's making me happy, despite everything else that's trying to not make me happy. That's the thing. Girls, when they say the cursed amulet would drive them mad. I never said the cursed amulet wouldn't drive me mad. Jude, can you repeat that? Lots of static. Joey, please. Shh. I can't. Shh. Ooze you to. Shh. Please, don't. Shh. Don't go near the portal. Over. Okay. Did you say portal? Well, before we do anything, we're going to examine the attic, obviously. It's locked. You're safely on this side. Thank goodness. Thanks for stopping by, Mooney. It's wonderful to have you here. Hey, I hope you like this costume. I spent a decent amount of time on it, and I think it looks quite nice. Don't know how I'm going to get this paint off, but, you know, let's not worry about that right now. World was in crisis. If only Captain Planet were here. Then the monsters could eat him, and you could escape while they were distracted. Well, it turns out you live in a house that has a hand and a jar in it. You must now carry this knowledge with you forever. That's a monkey's paw, my friend. That is a monkey's paw. You've left them hanging long enough. In fact, as you stare at the gross, desiccated hand on the jar, you begin to suspect that the time for you to break open this jar and slap an anonymous dead hand against your own alive hand has tragically passed. Wow, that's fair. Another victim of Jude's overzealous crowbarring, no doubt. Any chance he gets to go prying and jimmying, the kid just goes nutso. What's this? Handwriting is barely legible. Costume looks really nice. You don't need to get the paint off and embrace it. I have, don't worry. There's no return address, leaving you with more information than you had before you looked at it. Okay. No, this isn't really the kind of mystery. This really isn't that kind of mystery. The boring kind where you have to frequently refer to your rigorously maintained collection of shipping invoices in order to make any progress. You hate those. But the lore. Since he got his first best shotgun, this one fell out of favor and now primarily functions as a home to a thick layer of attic dust. Meanwhile, its favored brother is living out a shotgun's daydream in the hands of your paw. Lock and load? There's no chance you're going to pick up this gun, and you certainly aren't going to lock and load anytime soon. Just isn't going to happen. Why not? Paw's passion for a previously alive artifacture has always given you the willies. What is it with him? Not only does he not respect the lives of critters he shoots, he seems infatuated with the notion of death itself. What a twisted jerk. You draw strength from the mummy's unassailable calmness. You are stronger now, having considered the mummy at length. So you're going to go ahead and stop considering the mummy. Okay. When the paint starts drying, just put another coat of paint. Read the process until you're fully meant another coat of paint, but that's somehow fitting. What on earth? There's so much to click! Haven't been up here in a while. Your posture does keep a lot of weird crap up here. Weirder than the other crap, that is. Or maybe not. Maybe all the stupid crap is basically the same. Disguising your identity and impairing your vision wouldn't really help matters much. Pretty sure these monsters are going to eat anybody they meet. Wait, I said look, not where. Okay, so where? Fine, whatever. This is less creepy than the hyper-muscled horseman fountain in the yard, but that isn't really saying much. What the hell is that? Ick, more of his guns. Oh, those are guns, okay. These are antiques and probably fetch a tidy sum at an auction, but you think the only real perks to their antiquity is it probably means they have been ages since they were used to murder anything furry and precious. You don't use guns. These are definitely loaded, though. Your paw doesn't leave unloaded guns lying around. Or hanging precariously in decaying nets, either. Jeez, this is right over your room. Why does he love globes so much? Maybe they're reminded of adventure. All the little abstract geological features, the jagged borders of exotic nations, and the tiny bumps representing mountains. Unfortunately, whenever you look at globes in school or wherever, they just remind you of him. And girl, I think you have some unresolved problems. Some very old pigeon cages. You'd suggest they'd be thrown out, but old cages definitely fits with the aesthetics up here. Alright. Time to get this show on the road. Alright, so, everything, if my understanding of this game is correct, everything we've seen so far has been preamble, and the real game's about to start. Can't avoid noticing the drape rustling around, although you really wish you could. Better see what's under there now, though, before it gets the drop on you. See, in basically every fiction I've ever seen, a big thing with, like, a drape over it is a giant magic mirror. I know this isn't a giant magic mirror, but that's what I would assume would be under the tarp. If you have no idea what this is, you don't know where it came from, or for how long it's been here. Did Jude know about this? Is that why he really sent you to the attic? No, that doesn't make any sense. Did your paw know? It looks kind of different from the stuff he usually dumps off here. It feels different in your mind, at least. Wait, what? You're having trouble thinking clearly. Trouble keeping your train of thought. How long have you been standing here? Oh, this thing's a cognito hazard. That's fun. If you're another battery, yeah. Can I dance on it? Parts of that thing looking rickety, but somehow you think it'll stand up to tap dancing it. You just need something a little stronger than just your shoes and steps to break this thing. What if I... Maybe you feel like you already know this thing will make music. Maybe it's like a really complicated organ. Maybe you saw it in a book somewhere. None of that seems right. What the heck is it? It's a giant magic mirror that reflects your VTuber into it without Metroid. Truly a dream. Nobody would allow you to wear a Metroid. Not to wear a Metroid. True. Well, I already know what to do. This key very obviously goes in there. What? Excuse me? The key wanted to be used. Well, I will say one thing about this game. It has very pretty cutscenes. Oh no. Get swapped.